Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 266. I am your host, Keith Andrew, along here with beautiful and talented Tonya, and I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
For people who want to know what uncensored work, for people who want to know what KeithAndrewNetWork is, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. At the same time, I'm able to turn myself into a perfect example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities. But you should never give up. You should prove to people you can still mount to something. So that being said, half hour, 45 minutes of your time to see how it goes. And basically, you can ask me anything you want, gloves off. If there's something you want to talk about, ask me. You can push, and I will push back to make it more for an interesting conversation. Like I said, everything's on the table. So starting off, what can you tell us about yourself growing up?
So, wow, growing up was very interesting for me. I grew up with my brother, who is a paraplegic. He can't walk or talk. And also, I had another brother who passed away, but he was mentally disabled as well. My dad, who was an alcoholic, and my mom. Growing up was very interesting in my household.
No, I get the impression.
What'd you say?
No, I get the impression.
Yeah. But I get, growing up actually molded me into who I am right now. I was very creative ever since the age of 2.5. I was in dancing school, doing ballet, toe, tap, and jazz. I was singing in competitions. I was a drum major in high school. I was in the choir. I was the lead in musicals. I did plays. I was a very artistic person, I think, out of my mother's womb. So it brought me lots of joy to actually entertain people.
No, absolutely. Now, you mentioned you also talked about how you were doing voiceover acting. And I mentioned I do fan-made parodies for fun. Like, for example, I would make up my own lines. And I would take lines from other movies. And if, like, for Dumbo, I would say, I don't know, there's a line that's like, oh, that windbag, why does he have to talk so much? And I would give it to you, and you would do it in different voices. And then I would match them. And then after you would do the lines, I would match them up to the video. And basically, it's just a fan-made parody. You're basically doing it just for fun, and you're putting your spin on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You're very talented.
I do. I have my moments. But with that being said, what voices can you do, and who influenced you to get into that kind of work?
For voiceover work, I think people just, a lot of people comment on how I speak and how it could be musical at times, the way that I talk, and how they like the quality of my voice. So that actually made me curious as to what voiceover work was, and that's when I started myself to train and to go out on auditions, to be sent out by a manager. And I actually do love voiceover work, and you can see it on my website, TonyaCanady.com. People find me actually from my website. So the last job I did was for Busch Gardens, which was really fun. So you can hear my voice inside the park, on the internet, on some of their TV commercials, which is great. And yeah, that's basically how I started in voiceover work.
All right. Well, did anyone influence you, or were there any favorite cartoons that influenced you to get into it?
No, I really didn't start voiceover work based upon cartoons, or I did it based upon commercials that I used to see on TV. Let's see. If you're looking at a commercial and maybe you hear a voice instead of, as the person that's speaking over the commercial, and you're seeing the scenario of everything that's taking place. That's what pretty much influenced me. I didn't really have a specific artist that I liked. I was just very interested and intrigued by the industry itself.
No, absolutely. Now, what is your next step? Where do you think your experience is going to lead you? Did you want to be like an actress to be on TV, number one? And number two, what voiceover work have you done for cartoons or video games? And can you give us some examples of your work?
I am an actress. I've been an actress since I was a little girl, and I've been on TV many times. I've been in commercials. One commercial that I had played for 2 years, it was for an adult diaper called the Tena Twist. Actually, Tena was the name, and the Tena Twist was actually what I was doing in the commercial. And my most recent TV appearance is actually coming up October 4th on the new TV show Bull on CBS. And I got a chance to actually work with Michael Weatherly, who is from NCIS and just left. And the show is actually going to be a very interesting show. It's based upon the life of Dr. Phil and what he used to do before you see him now. He used to influence a lot of juries into getting innocent people off as a psychologist. So it's going to be a very interesting show, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
No, absolutely. Now I'm going to take a quick commercial break, so I'm going to hold my thumbs up so I know where to edit it. The first thing I want to promote, and you should be on this is for actors, actresses, models, CEOs, everyone and everyone. Mm-hmm. And I'm on there. So a perfect example, it's CelebrityVM.com. For people who want to know what CelebrityVM.com is, just trying to catch my breath. For people who want to know what CelebrityVM.com is, it's if you're a fan of House of Cards, Game of Thrones, WWE, TNA, video games, cartoons, and you can get these celebrities like Hulk Hogan, Dennis Rodman, still working on the other ones, but for the most part, it's hockey players and baseball stars. It's still being in the works, but big name stars like Kurt Angle, Hulk Hogan, and a whole bunch of other people. And for me, say you came across my profile, you say, "Hey Keith, I'm a big fan of yours. Can you give me a shout out? Can you do some impressions? Can you give me a recommendation?" And basically for $20, I would do anything you say. Like for the cheapest would be like from $20 to about $500. And the prices vary on the person, but you can ask the person whatever you want. It's a nice way to earn some extra cash, get some money on the side, and it's just really fun to interact with everyone. That's CelebrityVM.com. Second one I'm going to say is, I don't have it in front of me, but I will have it in the description box. It's Target. Target has some good deals going on, so if you're a fan of Target, it will be in the description box. Also, it will be, it should be, I should have the September one. Usually they just mail me it. Let's see, the other one was WootCrates.com, for anyone who wants to collect shirts, and they sell, I think they still do it, but I know there's okay, that's what it's called. It's called, go to WootCrates.com, and there's got to be a box called Wookwear. And what Wookwear is, it will give you different themes of the month. So if the theme is all science fiction, they're going to give you all science fiction shirts. And there's the DX box that has a mixture of everything. There's the normal box, the same thing, has a little mixture of everything. You have an anime box where it's just anime stuff. And basically you can get that $14 a month. Different themes, different packages. And basically if you're a fan of, basically everyone has one of these. Loot has it, Level Up, but in the BAM box, Now WWE has their own Wuquake box. So basically, it's a monthly subscription. You get a box. They give you a shirt. They give you a hat. They give you a toy. And they give you like a card, a picture. It's really nice. It's $14 a month. Depends on where you get the description box. It's different themes and different prices. But the ones that I saw are $14 a month. But the last one I want to promote is a Bark Box. For people who have a dog, you get 2 treats, 2 toys, an accessory, and I can't remember what the last one is, but go to barkbox.com. Same thing, $14 a month. Tell them what type of dog you have. They will send you the stuff based on that. It's really nice. So that's CelebrityVM.com, Target, WoodQuates.com, and I'm just doing BarkBox for the hell of it because I like dogs. But with that being said, going back to the show now, is when you were growing up, did you ever do any sports? And were you a study nerd or party animal?
Sports. The closest to sports I got was dancing. So no, I wasn't, I mean, besides soccer during summer camp, that was basically the closest I've gotten to sports when I was growing up.
All right, well, did he ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids, or not a human pyramid person?
I might have done one human pyramid. Of course, I was on the bottom. I was the foundation.
I love that stuff. I'm a loser.
I was definitely not a study nerd, but, you know, I got by. I was good in school. I got by. I was more of the creative person.
I hear you. So now going back to your career, you know, what was the inspiration that said, did you go to college to be a voiceover actress, or was it after you went to college and school, you know, did someone say something to you, or did you decided, I'm going to prove to people I can still mount something? That's why you went into this line of work.
Well, my line of work is varied. It's not just voiceover work. I'm a producer. I just came from the Cannes Film Festival in May in France. I'm also an actress, whichever one you'd like to say. Since I was a young girl, I'm a dancer, of course. You know, I'm a plus size, but I move really well. And I'm a screenwriter. Let's see, besides, what I went to college for was actually opera. My degree is in opera, so I sing in 6 different languages. And branching out from there, even before college, I did musicals. So, you know, musical theater, pop, R&B, gospel. I grew up singing Whitney Houston with actually one of her touring bands. The woman actually in one of her touring bands was my vocal coach.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't mention that you do sing in different voices in different languages. Could you give us a little example of what languages you really like and what don't you like, and which ones do you like?
I love all of them. As an opera singer, I really do. I love German. You know, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I love singing in German. I love singing in Italian. But there's other languages too, you know, where I grew up singing in Latin, French. French is a beautiful language to sing in. Spanish, you know, it was really nice to know so many different languages, and it made it easier for when I traveled, singing in different countries like in Graz, Austria, or if I was in Stuttgart in Germany. It made it very easy for me to understand the language and to pick it up quickly no matter where I am, which is one of the pluses of being an opera singer. So I am very good with language, and I embrace that. And I wish I knew more languages, but I can pick it up pretty quickly.
No, absolutely. Now, I'm passing the show over back to you. Was there anything you wanted to talk about? Anything you want to promote? This is your time, after all.
Okay. So I think I've already mentioned October 4th. I'll be on Bull on CBS with Michael Weatherly, and the actual pilot begins September 20th. And so tune in. Definitely tune in for the pilot, but I'll be on the October 4th episode, the third episode. I also have a singing cabaret coming up at the Manhattan Theater Club on October 4th. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's see. There's so many things that are in the works now, so if you're interested in knowing what I'm doing and if you can check it out, I'll be in New York if I'm not traveling someplace else to perform or even record on a show. TonyaCanady.com, that's TonyaCanady.com. You can actually check out a lot of my reels that are online for acting, for singing, for dancing, for my commercials that have been out. You can check out my voiceover work. You can actually have a webisode. I just did a webisode on how I was a producer in Cannes at the Cannes Film Festival, so you can check that out too. And I did that with my agents, 90210 Talent. Tracy and Kevin Turton are my agents, and Brandon Cohen from Back Talent has been my manager. He's the one who actually got me on the job for Bull on CBS. So there's a lot of different people now that I'm working with. I have a great team in place, and looking for more additions to my team, voiceover agent, commercial agent, because my team is great, and I want to surround myself by positive people and people that are going to work well together. I think that's how we all succeed. And I guess that's me in a nutshell. And you can actually, you can friend me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Any of those places you want to come and visit, I put a lot of stuff up so you can actually see what I'm doing.
No, absolutely. Now, the last two subjects I want to run past you real fast is one, does your social media following dictate if you should get this part or not? That's number one. And also, that does social media really matter in the business?
Good question. Very good question. It's actually questions that come up quite a bit now. Some jobs that I have been on, they want to know your social media following in terms of how many Twitter followers you have or Instagram followers, because those followers will actually promote the show that you're on. Now, it's actually a bit of a controversy within the acting community to have this, because actors believe that our talent should shine through our actual followers on social media. I mean, there's many devices and many places where they say you can pay for followers. I actually don't pay for any of my followers. People follow me on their own, and I'm a very big proponent for social media. I do quite a bit on social media myself. I don't have anyone that manages it for me. So I try to be as supportive as possible to everyone that's out there. And one of the great things for me about social media is that I get to interact with people I never would interact with on a daily basis, directors of shows, casting directors, producers, TV writers, people that you admire and look up to, like Shonda Rhimes, who I love to watch her on social media, Oprah, Tyler Perry. There's so many. Tucker Meyerson, Ross Meyerson, he's great on social media, and he's a really nice guy. There's also the Actors Green Lounge, which is really big on social media, that I support as well, because it's a lot of actors in a community that support each other. And there's so much separation, I think, in this time and period for actors, and people thinking that they're alone, when actually community, like with the Actors Green Lounge and the Actors Green Room, community is what keeps us together and supportive of each other in a positive way, which I think is the way to go. I don't think anyone should be alone or depressed, because we're all going through the same things, and we're here to support and uplift each other. So, social media is huge. It's big. I don't think, honestly, that it should dictate whether you get on a show or not get on a show, but it does happen. I've witnessed it. I'm not sure what the second part of your question was again, Keith.
No, you answered it.
I did? Okay,
so basically, like, one big question. While on the subject, I try getting some big name people on the show, and it's the same exact thing. what is your following? What is this? What is that? And it's like, well, I'm handicapped. I have a learning disability. Isn't my message good enough? Yeah, it is, but if I give you a perfect example, I try getting Mickey James on the show. And do you know who Mickey James is?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. So that's what people who want to know what Mickey James is current or former professional wrestler. And her agent said, well, if Mickey James was to do your interview, can you guarantee us a couple of thousand views? Will she get more viewers? I'm like, no, but you're supporting a good cause and a good message. That's what you're doing on the show. You're making a new friend. You're supporting a good cause. And you're just saying, and you're supporting a message, hey, I'm handicapped. I have a disability. Sometimes but I was going to say the R word. But, a lot of people say I'm retarded and everything. But basically, people say I'm retarded, I have a disability. So I use this platform to say, hey, you may label me as whatever, but this is my opportunity to show you I'm still capable of doing what I love. And that message isn't good enough for some people because the same thing, well, you need a couple thousand people. Why should I be on your show?
Yeah.
And the same thing, I sign up for a couple boxes, like for Loot Crates and for the BAM box. They're like, well, we will give you free things, but we want to work with someone who has a couple of million or a couple thousand. I'm like, you're missing the point. For you, and for everyone else who's been on my show, you didn't come to me. I came to you.
Yeah.
And I basically come to people and I say, I'm sticking my hand out to you in friendship, number one. And two, I would like to give you an opportunity to make a new friend, support a good cause, and just make yourself a worthwhile human being.
Yeah. I think that your cause is really good, Keith. And of course, I hold it near and dear to my heart having a family. With my family background, and I took care of my quadriplegic mom for 8 years. She couldn't speak. I still take care of my paraplegic brother. He can't speak. And then my other brother who is mentally disabled. I think that it's admirable, and I think that it's a wonderful cause that you have, that you're showing people that anyone can do anything that they want if they put their minds to it. All we have to do is dream it to make it a reality, is to do it. And that's exactly what you're doing. And you actually should show other people who call themselves, not disabled people. You should show them that anything is possible, period. And that's exactly why I'm doing your show, because I think it's a great show to have. And, I applaud you.
No, I appreciate it. Here's a funny story about my brother. That he went to college for 6 years, or actually now 4 years. And he has a BA in broadcasting. And he got annoyed at me because I told him about my show. He's like, I went to college. You believe this? And this is how he talks. You believe this? I went to college for 4 years. And I can't get anything with my degree. But you have Keith here, who has a disability. And he has a talk show. This shit only pisses me off. It's like, well, you were given opportunities. You didn't take them. But...
He's not alone, though. Your brother is not alone. A lot of people go to college and don't do what they go to college for, and I think the one thing that you get, and a lot of people who get that are successful, is that you have to make what you want to do. Like, you've created your own platform, and that's exactly what successful people do. They don't wait for someone to give it to them. They make it happen no matter what.
No, absolutely. Now, on the last subject I'm going to ask you, it's, well, not really a subject, more of a saying, or a question. However you want to roll into a ball. But I took it from the Factor, so all rights go to Bill O'Reilly. So, going on the record, the hand sign of the spin stops here. I'm a fan of the Factor. And
Okay.
I would love to have Bill O'Reilly on the show while doing
Yeah.
that. But, going on the record, when I first approached you, what was your honest opinion? You can say whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
What was your honest opinion on me when I first approached you? And now after doing the interview, how do you feel now?
When you first approached me, I was very curious, and you actually told me, the premise of your show and the purpose of it. So right away, I was interested. You didn't turn me off. You actually drew me in with that. And doing the show, I'm even more of a fan. So thank you.
No, absolutely. While wrapping up, I'll say this. People who I interviewed, basically, it pisses me off because, I don't mean to bitch to you. I apologize. And like I said, it's uncensored, freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression. What pisses me off is you're supposed to be 366. Now, basically, a lot of people in my family said, you should be copyrighted, you should be trademarked, you should need a license, you need this and that. So, basically, I went to I didn't go to him, I called him. I talked to a senior lawyer/advisor. And he said to me, one, because you're online based, you're not making any money, you do not have to be copyrighted. Number one. And that's for everyone out there. You do not have to be copyrighted unless you're making money. Number two, you could trademark if you want, but you'll be pissing away $2,000. Yes, you pissed away $2,000 on a copyrighted trademark. That's the good news. The bad news is you'll be putting yourself in a hole saying, how am I going to pay that off? Because if you're not making money, it's not really like, you're just throwing money away. So, if you have the money, get yourself copyrighted, something I'm still working on. And kind of copyrighted as in, do I need that to do a show? If you're online based, you don't need that. Well, what pissed me off was my family always reminded me, and they always give me a hard time at anything. So, but I've been doing this for 3 years. So thanks to the person who I talked to, and basically it's kind of like what you sign. People would sign a paper and would say, it's the Keith Andrew. Can't even talk. When I'm nervous, my disability shows if it picks up. Basically, it says, the Keith Andrew Network permission form. I tell you what the show is about, and I ask you, do I have your permission to do whatever I want with the interview? Meaning, I'm not selling it because it's not good enough to be sold. And it isn't you, it's me, because I sound really crappy. Like, you can always re-edit it. It's, I don't know, maybe in a couple of years, 10 years, I may, give it out for free. I will give it out for free. But, money's not important to me. That's number one. But you're signing the form because I introduce myself, I explain myself, and you're saying you can use the interview how you like. As long as it doesn't discriminate against you, discriminate against me, it doesn't hurt my image or hurt your image. And basically it's on a mutual agreement saying you can use it for your talk show, but like I said, with the money, then that's got to compromise things. That's why if I want to hand out my talk show for free, that's fine. You can do it the same thing for you. You want to give your interview out for free, that's fine. But, that's once the money interferes, it's a whole big, you'll be pulling your hair out of your head. But the point is, you have an agreement, you explain yourself, and you sign it, and that's it. And I don't mean to complain to you, I apologize. But the reason I bring it up is I got up to 300. And little by little, I got people, and the same thing like I did in Impress my brother. Yeah, I did your interview, and you asked a lot of stupid questions, and you're hurting my image. We don't like the video quality. And I give you the video quality. When I first started, I will see how it reflects off the phone.
Yes.
So that's what the camera would be picking up. you wouldn't see me, you would always see the person.
Okay.
So now, season 2, it's when now what the reflection on, I can't even get the reflection. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's the reflection is, this is the camera against the computer screen. So the camera will see what the computer I can't talk, computer screen gets. Now, my brother told me about Skype Recorder. It's got to be cut in half. I'm going to be on the right, and then you're going to be on the left. Mm-hmm. So it's like Fox News, CNN, or if you want to interview me, you're going to be on the right, I'm going to be on the left, so I'll just flip it. Mm-hmm. And so it's basically over since 2013. I started from the phone. Then I went from 14 to 15, from the computer screen. And now I'm doing it directly from Skype Recorder. So basically, if you compare the 3 years, there's a transition. I didn't want to do Skype Recorder from the beginning because, you would see little growth. You would see I'm more comfortable. I'm controlling my panic attacks a little better and my disability, even though it slides out time to time. But I wanted to show there was growth. I wanted to show you that there was going to be a change and a transition from the phone to the computer screen and now Skype Recorder. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if I used Skype Recorder, you wouldn't have seen that. Okay, you would have, but then you really wouldn't have. But I will sum up my rant. It's basically, I had people say, he asked a lot of stupid questions. My agent, my publicist said, they didn't like the interview, they didn't like it. So whatever excuses you want to pull out, they did. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. Took everything down. Came up with the form. I said, do I have your permission to use your interview? You sign it. You sign it, great. And you got to stand by it. And if you don't, then it's kind of like when I did the interview. But, I met a lot of great people. And I met a lot of people who were assholes. But I know why it's echoing, I apologize. But I did extend my hand in friendship to them. As I like to, that was a demo interview. That was a practice interview. But, let's do it over. It looks more professional. It's this. It's that. Just tell me the truth. If I say something stupid or insensitive, I give you a perfect example. Did I say anything stupid or insensitive when I was interviewing you?
No, not at all. It was fun. This is fun.
No, I appreciate it. And even if I did, you can say, hey, can you please edit it, or can you make it a little longer? Can you make it a little shorter? That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
And all I get in return was, I got idle threats from people saying my manager, my agent, my lawyer, take it down, we're going to sue you. They doing the whole scare tactic. And I'm like, then why did we do the interview in the first place? Why did you waste my time? Or why did you waste your own time? And it's like, well, we thought it would be funny. It would be a joke. I don't mean to complain to you. Once I get back to 300, I can stop bringing that up. But it really bothers me because I was so happy I got up to 300. I bought myself a trophy. Basically, it's a wrestling belt, but it has my logo on it. And if you go on my fan page, you can see it.
Okay, nice.
And basically, actually, if you went into my backup page, you get to see the belt. It's indeed a banner thing. And it's like, I got it, and then all of a sudden, from page 300, back to 0, and I'm like, alright. And I was really thinking about starting over from scratch. And it bothered me so much that I'm like, I'm not doing it over. I'm not going to reject myself to go back to the phone and whatever. Because it's your idea, the whole purpose is moving forward, not going backwards. But anyway, that's a whole long thing why this was originally supposed to be 366, but I know it's a lot of jackasses I had to ruin it for me, and I had to start from scratch. But now I have the permission form. I explain myself. It's a professional interview. It's a fun interview. You're supporting a good cause, making a new friend out of it, and it's basically a win-win.
Yeah.
Like I said, wrapping up, was there any funny stories you'd like to share? Any words of wisdom? Or how can we follow you on social media?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I love your cat in the background. Very cute. And you, again, can follow me on social media at TonyaCanady.com. That's TonyaCanady.com, which you can also, on that actual website, you can go to my Instagram, which is still Tonya Canady, and Twitter, which is Tonya Canady, and my Facebook is Tonya Canady. So my name is pretty much Tonya Canady.
Well, wrapping up, I do have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you off the air. Wrapping up, I just want to say my name is Keith Andrew, and this is the beautiful and talented Tonya. And I just want to say thank you for watching the Keith Andrew Network, and I hope you had a wonderful time, Tonya.
I did. Thank you so much, Keith.